it's Nicole from Yarnspirations, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick little tutorial on how to do the Granny Sqaure motif that's going to be making up the crochet along that we're hosting for the next couple of weeks. So the first thing you're going to do is take color 1 and tie a slip knot to your crochet hook like that. It starts out like any other Granny Sqaure. You're going to chain 3, going to join with a slip stitch to the first chain to make a ring, and then into that ring you're going to chain 3, which counts as a DC, work 2 DC into the middle, chain 2, and then work a further 3 DC, 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to chain 1, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting, a little bit different than your normal Granny Sqaure. You're going to drop that color all together. Well, not all together, because I'd actually like you to carry it around for the rest of the round, and join color 2 by just making a chain with the next one. Then you're going to tighten up that hole a little bit, and when you finish the rest of the round, just work over the tail of the color you just joined and the color you're not using for the rest of the round right now. And then into the center of the ring with the second color, you're going to do 3 DC, chain 2, 3 DC, and then you're going to chain 1 and join to that first, to the top of the chain 3 that's actually a DC, but we're not going to join with a slip stitch. It's a little bit different. We're going to join with an HDC. Okay, so that's round 1. The next difference is that we're not working around like this. We're actually going to turn our work. Round 2 is done on the wrong side. Now, when you're doing this square and you're not using one of the colors, you're going to carry the color not in use along the wrong side of your work. So for now, that means color 1 is going to be worked over, held on the wrong side and worked over by color 2. So with color 2, I'm going to chain 3. That counts as a DC. I'm going to do 1 DC in that space created by the chain 1 and HDC that I just worked. And then while I keep working over the color not in use, I'm going to do 1 DC in each DC to the next chain 2 corner space. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then in that corner space, I'm going to do 2 DC, no, sorry, 2 DC, chain 2, 2 DC. So our corners are 2 DC, chain 2, and then 1 DC in each to the next corner. 2, 3. In that corner, you're going to work 2 DC in the one color, chain 1. Then you're going to drop this color and pick up the other one and chain 1. And working over this color, because that's not the one we're using anymore, and holding it on the wrong side, I'm going to work 2 DC in that same corner space that I just did. And I'm making sure to catch that. It just means the back side is just going to be a lot tidier. You're not going to have some floats of yarn sticking out there to get your toes caught in. And 3. And then in this corner, 2 DC, chain 2, 2 DC. And then 2, 3 to my last corner. I'm going to work 2 DC in here. 1, 2. I'm going to chain 1 and then join at the top of this here with an HDC and turn. Okay, so now we'll be working on the right side again. You can see that that makes a really cool diagonally color blocked square. So I'll just show you round 3. 1, 2, 3. And don't forget that you're carrying the color not in use. You're going to carry that around. We're working on the right side for round 3. So just hold it on the back on the wrong side and make sure that you are working your stitches over top of that so that you catch it in your work. Oops, I forgot my DC in there. You know what, that's sloppy. That's sloppy, Nicole. Okay, here we go. DC, and then 1 DC in each to the next corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, chain 1, 2, turn the corner, still carrying that other color not in use. You can see there I'm working around it to catch it in my stitches. It's one of my favorite things about crochet is crocheting your ends in as you work. And when you get to this corner with the color change, you're going to do 1 in the DC before. In that chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 DC. Chain 1, drop color 1, join color 2 with a slip stitch and a chain 1. And then 2 DC in that same space. And work around as established. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Hopefully I can speed up this video for this part so that and again, very important, always carry that yarn that you're not using at the back of your work on the wrong side. Not necessarily in the back since we're turning and working wrong side, right side, oops, on this granny square. Chain 2 for your corner and turn the corner. Chain 1 and join with an HDC at the top of there. Okay, so your 4th round is just the same as that 3rd round. And that's all it is after you've done that. Fasten off and you're done your square.